essential character EC3 controlling my narrative, and you are watching Young Kings Wrestling, and you have been warned. It's a good show.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 114 of the Young Kings Wrestling podcast, featuring the return from vacation. The Sovereign Soundboard is back, ladies and gentlemen. He missed y'all. He is here. He is in the building. His cousin, Spooky Soundboard, took over. And now, like, he enjoyed his vacation so much, he talking about, like, maybe I should take December off, too. I got some other cousins that could come in. So,
okay.
we'll see. We'll see about that. So, I don't know, but he's back for November, though. We good. We good to go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yes, sir. Welcome back, Sovereign Soundboard. I'm so excited. I missed him. As always, you can find us on most platforms, streaming podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Spreaker, Verbal, Pod Page, among others. If you're listening on iTunes, though, give us that 5-star review, please. Links to all the platforms are available at ykwrestling.com, and there are merch at ykwrestling.com. We got the Black Lives Matter shirts. Black and white, we got it in black and pink, we got it in gray and pink. Wolfpack designs possibly coming soon. Y'all gotta want it though. If you want it, get it cracking. If you follow us on Twitter, join us on social media using the hashtag YKWPod. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine. I'm joined by Ravishing Reek Rude. That's my co-host, Mr. 24/7. Yet again is not here. I don't know where he at. Maybe one day maybe he'll show up, but before the end of the year. But
you know what? We need to get him back on soon, because remember them predictions that he made about people going to other places?
Mm-hmm.
That list is starting to pile up real quick.
Yeah, we need some updates.
Like, I there's at least 2 that I know that he had on that list that went out the door this week.
Oni?
Oh.
And who else?
No, it was Omni, Mia, and Keith Lee. I think Kevin was on there too.
Oh, 24/7 Stradamus in the building. Hey, real quick, I am just going to start it off, get this out of the way. I'm trying to get this out of the way for like the past 24 hours.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
Peasants, you peasants.
Wreak havoc. Bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
You showed up late to our podcast yesterday. Over an hour. You showed up over an hour late. We was just in there chilling. And that is why I talk so much, because I had been talking for a whole hour. And I was already just in the zone. And it was hard to get me out of it. Now, if you would have showed up on time, I would have stayed on track. So I'm blaming you, sir. But it's real brief. It's Peasant of the Week is non-canon, so you're not going to go into the history books. But fuck around and find out. You're late again. I might have to keep you there permanently.
That's crazy.
Getting that out the way.
I didn't even know this was coming. That's crazy. For me, I'm thinking we going into the actual one. I'm like, hold up.
It was crazy. I thought you knew that was coming, because like you started laughing as I started playing the sound.
Yeah, because I thought you was getting into the one that we had discussed before this.
Oh no.
So I was like, oh, okay, all right, we can get that.
I have an order of succession on my notes, and that's coming up. But yeah, it's getting it out the way. Anyway, how you doing? You on time today?
I'm cool. Yeah, it's a pretty decent Sunday, so I'm cool today.
Cool, man. What you been watching, bro? You been checking out anything on the cock? On Peacock?
No, but I did go finally catch the steroid trial or Dark Side of the Ring. Man,
your boy calling motherfuckers liars on here.
I tell you, I seen a lot of these situations that, you know, they make it seem like it's something out of a movie, but this one was like, you talking about, you got, basically he's saying Vince had enough strings that he was sending people up to dudes' houses talking about this is bad neighborhoods for them. Like,
hey,
come on, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, you know he did work in New York.
I mean,
never know.
Like, this dude is a wrestling promoter. He talking about
what that
like
mean?
He in the mob. Like, come on.
Yo, that shit go hand in hand though, low key. Cause like it's kind of like boxing. Same thing. That shit was ran by the mafia up until what, 20, 30 years ago? Not 20 years ago, like 35, 40 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Like boxing, that shit was actually much worse in the territory. So like he probably had some residuals. You never know.
And once again, fucking David, man.
See, like I said, he was calling motherfuckers liars.
Can't keep his mouth. Listen,
he was calling somebody else a liar.
He was lying. I know he was lying, right? But you on national TV, you know what I'm saying? Let the man cap. You sitting up there, oh, that's not what you told me. Like, you gonna be the next one to get that hit put on you, bro. This why motherfuckers don't like you now.
Right. They don't. They really don't. But yeah, I know I said I was gonna watch Survivor Series 98. But it was really only one thing I wanted to see from Survivor Series 98, and that was the main event, The Rock beating Mankind for the championship. And WWE, they dropped a Best of The Rock playlist, and that match was like the second one on there. So I didn't need to go watch the whole pay-per-view. I watched maybe like the first hour of Best of The Rock. They had like one of his first matches with Triple H on there. It was on an episode of Monday Night Raw. It was actually a Thursday live Raw in like 1996. So that match was on there. Him and Triple H was looking mad young. And then we fast forward to SummerSlam when him and Triple H was in that ladder match at Madison Square Garden. That shit was epic as fuck. Probably one of the most underrated ladder matches. I remember I used to watch that match all the time on the Rock's Know Your Role VHS. I said VHS. Right. That's showing my age. Yeah, I used to watch the match all the time on that tape. So I haven't seen it in a while, forgot about it. And I was like, yeah, I remember I used to love this match and it held up. They don't talk about it that much, which like you would think, man, The Rock and Triple H for the Intercontinental title in a ladder match at Madison Square Garden on SummerSlam, and they don't talk about that match, missing out. But yeah.
That's why y'all got to know y'all history, always.
Right, y'all know your role.
Speaking of history, we got trivia coming up.
Yeah.
On November 30th. We got stipulations for this, right?
Oh yeah. Name yours.
Well, we know what yours is. I got a special one for you. But you tell the people what you got.
You got two. So if you don't know, it's a wrestling trivia with the Smack the Raw podcast, not the Pornhub one, but that other one with a similar name. Smack the Raw podcast doing wrestling trivia. I won the inaugural trivia game. Was Kenny for your thoughts? I don't know his at name because to me it looked like a bunch of letters jumbled up, but a Kenny for your thoughts, and he won the second one. And then Reek, with assistance from your boy, I don't think you can see the chat, but I was in the chat giving him answers, and I was helping him out when it was his turn only. giving him answers. He won the third game, so now get a battle of the champions. And me and Reek going up, So the stipulation is whoever gets the most points. Like me and him don't necessarily gotta win. This is a competition between us. On the side, if I get the most points, my guy has to come on this show on the very next episode, and you will acknowledge Tony D'Angelo every single week until WrestleMania. And maybe around that time you'll come around, legitimately, and you can keep it going past WrestleMania. In addition to that, if you did not hear my guy Wreak Havoc on Inside the Mind with our good friend Katie Kinsey, this man has aspiring dreams to be a rapper, and he will have to come on this show and spit some bars. Set my claim.
Terrible.
What's mine?
So since the show is the 30th, that means the next show will be December 5th. So when I secure the victory, we gonna get on this show December 5th. You will come out here front and center, and you will denounce all that is Baron Corbin for approximately 1 calendar year.
A year?
1 full calendar year. So
we might have to make some revisions to that. I'm giving you at least till WrestleMania. You talking about a year? Come on now.
1 full calendar year.
I'm already gonna tell you right now, that's not gonna happen. Especially if this man, taking home some gold in the next few weeks, it's not gonna happen. Because him being champion is going to negate everything.
I'm gonna tell you. All right, so it'll be till at least WrestleMania.
We'll to WrestleMania,
and you're taking Goldberg off the soundboard.
It's Big E though. It's a champ.
We ain't doing nothing Goldberg out here. Those are my terms. Those are my terms.
All right. So since this man's terms pending victory will not begin until December 5th, I'm going to spam the fuck out of this Goldberg sound every episode until then. Blame Reek.
Goldberg.
Blame him. It's his fault.
Oh man.
You forget who's in control here. This trivia, it does take place after Survivor Series though. We got Survivor Series lineups that were announced yesterday. I'm going to read these off. He has a rant. Oh, okay. We got rants today. I'm going to read these teams off. Team Raw, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and the Mysterios. Team SmackDown, Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Xavier. We don't do that King Woods around here. It's King Xavier, Sami Zayn, and Baron Corbin. That's for the men. For the women, Team Raw, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. You see they not calling her Queen Vega?
No, of course not.
Come on, man. Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Aaliyah, and Natty Neidhart. Which is lending further credence to my theory. Because you mean to tell me I'm seeing all these video packages for Xia Li and she ain't on the team? Naomi not being on the team makes sense, with the storyline she got going on. I get that. I'm not tripping. But like we run these video packages for Xia Li, like this would be the perfect time to showcase Xia Li if you're building her up. Put Aaliyah on the team. You put Natty on the team. And maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe, it'll be some shit happens where Natty or Aaliyah, probably going to be Aaliyah because Natty just can't seem to get away from these things. Aaliyah gets taken out and replaced by Xia Li. That would probably make sense. I could see that happening.
But I mean, you got so many options. Toni Storm is there.
Also,
I think is Tegan Knox still there?
Is she hurt again?
I don't think so. They didn't say nothing.
Where's she been at?
Good. I don't know. but that's my point. Like, you have all these people that we've seen on TV. Xylee hasn't even debuted yet. You could at least get somebody that has been on TV that has this new audience has seen at least. Like, you just find any reason to shoehorn Natty into something that we don't care to see her in. I don't get it. But I got a way bigger issue than all of that. With all of that.
Ricochet tweeted earlier.
Oh.
What happened to qualifying matches?
You keep going. I'm gonna get to what I got to say. You keep going.
Oh, that's last thing I had.
Oh, okay, good. So DJ Amnesia got that track.
I wasn't ready. I didn't know how he was getting busy.
Okay.
But hold on.
Right.
Hold on. Say what now?
I need you to drop that track.
I'm upset.
Okay. So this is gonna be like a little bit rant heavy this for this hour, but I'm gonna just start off with this. It wasn't the order I was planning to, but whatever. So, and just so y'all think, because I'm in a bad. This week got me in a bad mood. So y'all, just so y'all know, I'm dead serious today.
Oh, he took the cap off.
I came to work today. All right, here the deal.
This man got a hard hat. Wait, hold on. Where you get a hard hat from?
I had it for a while. It's a long story.
Niggas just have hard hats laying around the crib. That's crazy.
It was a job I had a while back.
Why you still got it?
It's a long story. I'm gonna tell you off camera. Anyway, Survivor Series was WWE's first major pay-per-view after WrestleMania. It's a Thanksgiving tradition. Every year round, there's always supposed to be a big build around it, right? So we went from having this tradition and making a big deal about it. It's one of the big four every single year. And the idea is you have feuds, you have something going on, whether it's SmackDown versus Raw. It doesn't have to be that, but that's the thing that's been recently. But you have feuds that, can build up to where you have teams together. Like, back in 2003, you had, Team Cena, Team Angle, or, Randy's team versus Triple H's team for control of Raw. Like, there was always some kind of story to it. Now we don't even try no more. Like, I love that Ricochet tweeted that out, because it's exactly what I was saying. The second they use social media to announce the teams for this year for Raw and SmackDown. They did no matches whatsoever. There was a time, and I've said this about other things too, like the Elimination Chamber. There's times where there used to be, you had to qualify to get in. You had to qualify for Elimination Chamber. You had to qualify for the Rumble. You had to qualify for Money in the Bank. You had to qualify for Survivor Series. Everything had a qualifying period. That's how you show more people off, showcase more talent. You build programs up, and more people get on TV. So instead of giving us more programs with your talent, using TV to build this stuff up, because you still got a couple of weeks before Survivor Series, you say, oh, screw that. Everyone's on social media. We're just going to throw a bunch of people together. And mind you, Raw's team, Seth, Kevin Owens, Ray, Dominic, and who's the last person?
Finn.
Seth, KO. Who?
Finn.
Okay. 4 of these people were just in a ladder match where they damn near killed each other for a shot at the title. 2 of these people just had a feud last year where one of them tried to take the other's eye out. So take these 5 people, mind you, who just 2.5 weeks ago, weren't even on this show, and just throw them together and make them Team Raw. Like, brings me back to my point. Have qualifying matches. So at least people that's been on Raw for all this time can stake their claim and say, listen, I've been on Raw. I'm going to earn my shot. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to make the team. There's no effort into this no more. And I've seen a lot of people say it, and I kind of disregarded it up till now, but now I see it. Survivor Series is just another pay-per-view at this point. It's not considered a big four because there's no effort put into it. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep talking about how it's the one time a year where Raw meets SmackDown, but I mean, you completely disregarding your brand split. You don't really care about it like that no more. There's no effort put into that, maintaining it. And you had this draft that was just so piss poor and didn't go into effect until like 2 weeks ago. And now we just going right into Survivor Series. It's like, we got no time to even invest into this. So it's like, what are you really doing besides putting together a makeshift feud for a bunch of people to compete in these bloated matches? And it's not going to hit. It's not going to do anything. You're going to be watching Survivor Series for every match but the elimination matches, which is the gimmick. That's the point of it all. So it's like, I don't know, man. This.
You know what I think it is, or this is not the lone factor, but it's also another factor. They're not like booking to like book around their schedule. They letting the schedule book for them. So the schedule is what is. All right, let me start this over. I feel like I'm not making sense. My bad. What they're doing is, instead of just booking and then going by the book, it's the schedule is the obstacle that's in the way, because now they got to book all this shit. You know, got to book the draft around the same time they've been booking the draft the last few years at the beginning of October. But then there's Crown Jewel coming up. So we got to wait till we get Crown Jewel out the way to actually make these drafts make sense. And then it's just making a whole bunch of jumbled mess. And now we killing 3 weeks. And now we only got a month before Survivor Series. All the people that's going to be in these matches have only officially been on the roster, unless they were on the roster before, for a month. So, yeah, that's my theory on what that is. The schedule is getting in the way. Their touring schedule is getting in the way of things. But you know what? Their touring schedule is giving them some bread. So it's going to take priority over things. Things is going to be crazy.
Of course.
So,
of course, there used to be a time where creative was king on everything they did. Now it's just, well, you got talent that draws. Then you go to places where they're highly sought after, like Saudi Arabia, like the UK.
Yeah.
You cash out and you just rinse and repeat. Then you just give us basic ass TV. That's why Raw went, from the time that they've gone 3 hours, they've just constantly declined over time. It hasn't hit. And SmackDown has 2 hours, less time, but has way better program on it, which we did say more so lately is attributed to the Tribal Chief and the Bloodline. But
you know what's crazy in regards to Raw being 3 hours? It's been 3 hours going on 10 years in July. They, I don't think they care to book that third hour, but the network is like, hey, we want a third hour of this content. We're going to pay y'all. Yeah. So they just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
and it kind of showed.
I've been saying that. Yeah.
It was like, I can't get mad at them because that's what the network wants, and the network gonna pay him. Because like, who else gonna pay him? I mean, somebody else will pay him, but like, who gonna pay him as much as NBC gonna pay him for something that's been on NBC since the beginning, aside from maybe like a 4-year period?
Man, I don't know.
That's how I look at things. I know it's all about the money with these things, and so like, I feel like I can't really complain about what a company do to make money. Some people not gonna like it, understandable. Like I don't really care for it, but you know what? I still like enough, or I'm still watching.
I guess that just get me hot.
I ain't stopped watching it.
I might be on that way. I don't know. We gonna see after the next.
It's too much like consistency where I don't think I can not watch it. I've dedicated just so much energy. This is my grandma's still watching Young and the Restless. She's been watching that my whole life. She's still watching. This is my Young and the Restless. So,
well, that's the thing. And
Young and the Restless ain't been good, so I stopped watching that. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the creative part about it is what keeps me invested. Like that, that Young and Restless, because it's good material. When you start diminishing that just for the sake of putting shit out in front of us because it's going to make money, that's when you lose investment. That's how I said a year ago, I'm like, y'all won't catch me watching AEW. I watch AEW every week now. Because at least they throwing some shit at the wall, seeing what make it stick. Instead of just worrying about the dollar all the time. Like,
and it don't be
record
sticking,
profits.
but
right. But it's like y'all make record profits. It's not like you need to keep shooting to make the extra money. It's like y'all could put some effort into it once in a while or try to. Shit.
They got investors, man. That's another thing. Investors ain't. So they run the company, not Vince, not Nick Khan.
Oh, I know that. It's a damn shame.
Yeah. I don't invest enough in it to make decisions. So maybe what motherfuckers could do, this will help me out too. Buy stock in WWE. And then you can make decisions. You can have enough power to force their hand into making decisions. Y'all should buy some stock. That way, like my stock price, it will increase on what I got. So
now I wonder if this is why Vince Sr. didn't want him, going out and buying up territories like that.
Probably. Now we're still on the subject of Survivor Series though. What's your favorite Survivor Series?
05.
Yeah, I saw this question posed yesterday, and I said 05. Yeah. I said 05 on the build alone, but I really enjoyed 2002 at the Garden. The chamber match was the first chamber. Nobody knew what to expect, and that was the perfect, lineup of people to put in the first chamber match too.
Oh yeah.
Correct results.
I got 05 and 02 is like right underneath that. Then like
14 is up there for me too.
04, 14. I'll probably put 07 in there somewhere too.
07 was cool.
Yeah.
09 for the triple threat alone.
Oh, that triple threat was lit.
Just for the first 5 seconds of the triple threat. Y'all know what triple threat I'm talking about. John Cena and DX for the title. And Shawn Michaels kicks this man's Triple H head off in the first 5 seconds to establish territory. It's kind of what I'm going to do to Reek on this trivia game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we mentioned it briefly earlier, and I think this is a basis of another rant for Reek here. I have nothing to add because everything I said twice previously this year still applies, but we have some more releases this past week, like at the same time of the earnings call for the third quarter in WWE. I still ain't listened to it. So as an investor, I should listen to it. Anyway, Frankie Monet, Ember Moon, Scarlett, Bordeaux, Oni Lorcan, Karrion Kross, B-Fab, Jesse Kamea, Zeta Ramirez, Trey Baxter, Katrina Cortez, Jeet Rama, Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado, Keith Lee and Mia Yim, Nia Jax, Harry Smith, aka Davey Boy Smith Jr., and Eva Marie. Now, before we go into Reek's rant, I'm just gonna say one thing about each of these, and I'm just gonna say a lot of these people on here, y'all wanted them gone. Y'all wanted them to be let go. Why the fuck are you crying about it? To get engagement, to get retweets. That's all it is. Like, all your posts are lacking genuine concern and genuine empathy, because it's clear that you're just trying to get some engagement, some interactions off your tweets. It's just obvious. I can see it. I can sense bullshit. It's 90% bullshit. Clear as day. But Frankie Monet, she's older. I think she's nearing 40. And she wasn't really connecting to NXT. And I don't know how she would have connected up on the main roster. So let her go and do other things. It sucks because they just hired her like 8 months ago. Around then, but it is what it is. Ember Moon, the writing was on the wall with that for years. She can't talk. She don't got no charisma. She don't got no swag. The worst blue jeans I've ever seen in my life. She's a damn good wrestler, but like, you need more to compete in this company. Go to Impact. I'm not gonna lead no black people to AEW. Go to Impact.
Yeah, that's
Impact is perfect for her because I need some more women up at Impact.
They do.
They kind of ran out of everybody. The way they booked Deonna Purrazzo for the last year and a half kind of fucked it up. So there's some new blood in there. Scarlett, she was a valet of someone nobody fucking liked. I saw all the tweets. And I'll talk about that briefly. She can't really compete with any of the women in the ring, really. I don't think either. So, yeah. Might have to move on from that.
We didn't even see her, though.
You saw her Impact.
Matches?
And I don't know, Oni Lorcan. That was called. That's my dog. That's my dog. But, I mean, he kind of hit his peak already. He hit his peak already. He was involved in a lot of good programs. That's just how I feel. I think he understood he hit his peak too. It's just like it's only so far a guy like him can go. It's a shorter, skinny, bald dude with a beard. I mean, there's only so much you can go in this.
Slap the head off of any one of them motherfuckers.
He could. They could have sent him to NXT UK though. He was there for a little bit. Him and his partner Danny Burch. But he had some good moments. He got to be in War Games. He got in a big program with probably the biggest star that the company had got at the time, Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Big week for Pat McAfee too, by the way. Shout out to him. Big shout out to him.
Definitely.
Karrion Kross. I saw the tweets on Karrion Kross all since last year. Don't try to act brand new now. Don't act like you cared about the man now. I saw the tweets. This man is a legend in the Vegas wrestling scene. And I was defending this man on a daily, weekly basis from all these tweets. Don't try to act all sad that he gone now. B-Fab, this one hurt me the most because it hurt me the most. But I understand because y'all called for her to be let go 2 months ago because of a match she had on TV. Y'all wanted her gone. She gone.
That's true.
But
that match was good, so fuck y'all.
It was a good match. It was good for the skill level of the two women involved. It was good enough.
Thank you.
But the hero theme don't hit without her. They need to figure that shit out. Bring her back. Hey, let me sing it for free or something. They need them ad libs. It just sounds very unfinished.
That's disheartening.
That's very disheartening. Jesse Kamea, Zeta Ramir, Trey Baxter, Katrina Cortez, who? Jeet Rama, who? Moving on for all them. Y'all already know. Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado. Apparently those were requested by the two a few weeks back. So that's gonna happen. Keith Lee. This is probably the biggest one. And now if you're gonna be upset about anybody, this is probably the only one. But I caught it about 6 weeks ago. I seen, and I don't like doing this. We talked about this last week, comparing black tag teams to Crime Time. I'm not gonna compare a fat black dude in a singlet to Keith Lee, but Odyssey Jones, I saw the writing on the wall. Odyssey Jones is younger, he's healthier. And if you're gonna have a fat black dude on the television doing the same stuff, kind of, you probably want them younger and healthy.
But see, this is the only thing I'm saying about that, right? Because this is what I don't like. Because I already see they're trying to mold him into like another Mark Henry type or Viscera type or whatever. That you can't do that with a guy like Keith Lee. He is an entirely different person. And I think Vince knew that. But it's like you just keep trying to retool and rework and reshape in the way you want to make it. It's like, no, Keith Lee is one of them anomalies that you can't mess with. You got to just let it go as it is. Like it's a car with that beautiful engine in it that you can't pop the hood on and try to mess with. You just got to let that bitch run. He kept trying to do that. And then when it wasn't working,
that engine ain't been the same though, man.
Right, but it's like when when he does that and it doesn't connect, it doesn't get the responses you want. Oh, well, now we just, you know what? We're just gonna let it go. Let him move on, let him do his thing. Like, that's stupid. And Odyssey Jones is gonna be, he'll hit in NXT, but I guarantee once he gets a main roster, it's gonna be the whole same thing. Because again, maybe you're trying to mold him into a type that you want to do, and he'll probably fit into that role, but nobody's gonna want to see that. No.
Mia Yim, I think the writing was on the wall with her when she just disappeared after her mask fell off.
Yeah.
That one time.
I was waiting. Pay Kofi his money though. This is crazy.
Oh God.
That man is royalty now. So the prices went up.
Facts. Price of the brick just went up.
The only reason I'm mad about that is because now we don't get to see them segments every week. Because that was entertaining to me.
That was
the videos that they was making. So I was mad about that for that reason alone.
No, she's still gonna owe the money though. Like, just because they ain't together, just because they not in the same company working on the same show, don't mean that she just exempt from paying this man his money. They see each other on Twitter.
Facts.
They got each other's number, I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Nia Jax, is this not what y'all wanted for the last 5 years? Come on now. This is not what y'all wanted. I seen all the tweets about Nia Jax too, man. Oh, she's unsafe. Fire her. She only has a job because who he's related to. Calling all these names, body shaming.
Oh man.
All that. Y'all wanted her gone, she gone.
Disrespectful.
Y'all wanted her gone, she gone. Why you mad? Harry Smith, I didn't even know he came back, to be honest with you. I had no idea. I remember seeing something about him in talks. I didn't know he signed though. I thought he was still at MLW.
It was a brief story that they re-signed him, but they weren't sure what he was going to do, if he was going to go to NXT, if they was going to slide him quietly back onto the main roster. Like, it was just a matter of where he was going. But it wasn't a big story. It was just a quiet story. It was like they were trying to sneak him in the back door and hope nobody was going to bring a lot of attention to it. But that was it.
Eva Marie, come on now. Y'all wanted that too. That was the trump card for whenever anybody else got released. Eva Marie still on the roster, but blah 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 got released. Who's the person now? Dana Brooke?
Yeah. No, Jackson.
Jackson Riker.
It's been Jackson for me.
It's still been Jackson, but it was Jackson and Marie. Like they would use Eva Marie for women, and they use Jackson for everybody.
At this point, it's like, listen, disregarding the obvious connotation with him, you don't use him. He was literally just a throwaway piece. He was a throwaway piece to feud with Elias when he was on TV. Now Elias is gone, rediscovering a new gimmick or whatever. You ain't even using the dude at this point. Let him go do whatever he does. Invade capitals and riot and all this other shit. But let him go do that. Because you ain't using him either.
Hey, you know why they ain't cutting him though? This man was in the military.
So
that's why he ain't getting let go. He probably cheap too. Probably got cheap.
All that means is he survives one more month because it's November. That's all that means to me.
You got any rants, or did you contribute everything to this?
Since you mentioned Nia Jax, I do have a rant. So if you can cue that track up once again,
let's make it brief and we can move.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
All right. So here's the deal, and this isn't even specifically about the releases, because my thing about the releases is that, listen, it's almost like back in the 80s when, they went out and bought up all the territories and hoarded all this talent, stuff like that, knowing they're only going to use a certain percentage. The fact of the matter is AEW came up, they got a TV deal, they had financial backing, so they went out, talked to Triple H, said, yo, buy up all this indie talent, put them through NXT, see who hits with the crowd, we'll see how they work on the main roster. At some point in time, they realized we only using X amount of talent that's going to get featured on a regular basis. So now that you brought in Nick Khan to be the capologist, basically, now it's like, okay, well, we got all this talent, we're not using them. Mass releases are coming. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm mad about this. I'm still upset about Keith Lee and all them, carrying Cross and everybody, but I understand it better now. Here's the problem I have. Nia Jax gets released, and the story immediately comes out that she was one of, I think, 4 people that because they didn't get vaccinated, that's why they get cut. And they didn't get any notice about it. They just got cut. So y'all know I'm the type to be, you know, kind of the insider and stuff like that and get the inside news to deliver to y'all, my peoples. I'm done doing that shit. I'm not doing it anymore. And I mean that. I'm dead serious. Because it used to be the only sources that I could not and would not still to this day cite or speak of were the offices of Alka-Seltzer and Broke Dick Bryan Incorporated. But the fact of the matter is, it's not just them. They've contaminated so many sources to the point that the New York Post went out and they wrote a story about Nia Jackson, her vaccination status, and how that affected her getting released. To the point that she now had to come out and say that she has been going through something with her mental health to the point that she could not even discuss it. So she took time off. That's why she got written off TV. That's why she's been gone. When they gave her dates to come back, which was supposed to be, I think, a week from today, she said she needed more time. They said, nope, you got a pink slip. There's your time off for your mental health. So it's gotten to a point, and we've talked about this a bunch of times, but it's gotten to a point where being accurate about news isn't even important anymore. It's about being the first people out. The second these things happen, like these mass releases, it's like people want to know why. The internet wrestling community wants to know why. So the emphasis is now on somebody to be the first one out there to give the answer. Why did this happen? It's gotten to the point where it's so toxic, I don't even like reading the news no more. And I said that over the weekend. My man Shane Helms, aka the Hurricane, as we all know him, went and confirmed it for me this morning when he put up the story. He said, y'all would enjoy the product so much better if y'all stop reading this behind the scene BS where people make up rumors and stuff like that. Don't know what they're talking about.
Have I not said that?
It's the truth. It's the truth. But it's like, it just got so bad. And it wasn't even just her. Keith Lee. Oh, he got an attitude issue and all this other stuff. And he was frustrated. You damn right he's frustrated. The man almost lost his life.
Right.
And then to come back and be told, oh, so we got to do this. We got to fix this with you. We got to change this music. We got to put you in a singlet. We got to change your name to Bearcat. We got to do this. We got to do that. You got to do this job. You damn right. I'll be frustrated too. Like, that man is a talent, a sought after talent. And y'all don't know what to do. Vince did that when Keith Lee made his main roster debut. You saw that video because they did a 24 on it where he was talking to Keith Lee. He was excited. He seemed to get it. But somewhere down the line, it got lost. I said it almost a year ago when Keith Lee debuted at Survivor Series as part of Team NXT. Vince lost his shit because he saw something, because there were still crowds at the time. That was 2019. There were still crowds, so he saw what he had, but then he got it. And again, like I said before, that analogy with the car, you leave all of that alone and let it run. He wanted to pop the hood and start making changes. You can't do that. But circling back to my point, y'all in the news and the faux journalists and stuff like that, I'm about sick of y'all. And it's getting to the point where now I looked at that whole story with Nia Jackson. I'm like, damn, it makes me feel a certain way that I have to say this. That was a blunder so bad, I don't even think Alka-Seltzer would have made it. He might have, but it's like, damn.
I mean,
like that's personal shit you getting into that she didn't have.
This nigga tried to downplay Roman's cancer, so like I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, look, we already know I put him beneath in the scum of the earth. Okay, that's never been questioned.
Yeah,
but it's just like, bruh, she should not have been obligated. She should not have had to say any of that. Y'all just went out of your way just to find something. Like, and last point. Since she said that her vaccination status was never brought up, this should officially put to bed any of that story about Sasha getting punished about her vaccination status. I don't hear another word about that. I don't.
Niggas still gonna get their lame ass tweets off. And yes, I'm being slightly biased. You see the shirt, but niggas still gonna get their lame ass tweets off talking about her getting the shot, not getting the shot, because they got to get some lame ass tweets off.
I want to hear it. Because if that was not a topic of conversation,
she wouldn't have wrestled that crown jewel.
Like, exactly. So I don't want to hear nothing else about that. Y'all can miss me.
Fuck out of here. Real quick, I'm gonna move on. Actually, I'm gonna circle back because we talked about one of the releasees, Lince Dorado. Sir, we are officially gonna knight you on the Young King's crown. Young King's throne. Wrong thing. Young King's throne. Because this man was out here, about to catch some phase. As we know, we talked about last week the parents of the super fan, the Bailey super fan, Izzy. Lince Dorado got released, and Izzy's father, Cody Starbuck, tweeted to Lince Dorado directly, added Lince Dorado, good luck in your future endeavors with the big teethy smiley face emoji. So Lince Dorado, he about that action. He wants smoke. He tweets to Mr. Cody Starbuck. He says, "Don't worry, fam. I'll see you. I'll see you soon. I'll be at the Silver Spurs Arena today at 4 after my competition. Come down and talk. We're gonna talk or what?" And then bought this man a ticket to his jiu-jitsu competition, bought this man a parking pass and left the parking pass with the parking attendant, left the ticket for admission at the box office. This man did not show up at all. He actually copped out, and he wrote an apology, a notes app apology, directly to Lince Dorado. I'm going to read the whole apology. Lince, no need to talk because I have truly already said too much. I'm going to do it too. I am man enough to admit when I am wrong. I sincerely apologize for my insensitive tweet on Thursday. Deleting the tweet is not enough. I owe you a direct apology. I also recognize and respect what you are dealing with professionally in this moment. I never should have made such a rude, off-the-cuff remark. Again, I truly apologize for my actions. You are a talented wrestler. I know that you will continue to thrive in the pro wrestling business. I want you to know that with sincerity, I do wish you and your family all the best. Hashtag apology. Apologize 4 times. 4.
Cat. Just say you scared,
apology.
bro. Just say you scared.
You know what? It probably is a sincere apology because this man was probably spooked as fuck. He deleted all his tweets. He deleted his whole page.
He went off the grid. Like this,
all the way.
This man disconnected the GPS off his phone. He took the SIM card out. He was like, I won't be seen by nobody. Let me be gone, man. Oh man. Yeah, let's say Dorado, he on the throne because folks is out here. And in relation to this as well, I'm not gonna put this man on the throne because I don't know his name. Dana Brooks' fiance, somebody was talking shit about Dana on the internet. He showed up at their crib and knocked their ass out. So he cool too. Also on the throne is because Sovereign Soundboard was not available last week, and we could not commence with this ceremony without Big Sav. Titus O'Neil, you on the throne too, brother. The Thaddeus M. Bullard Academy is official. This man got a school named after him. That is some gangster shit. Thanks. You putting in work for the community, man. So shout out to Big Titus. Oh man, hosted WrestleMania 2 years in a row. He that dude. His story is incredible. Like, he gonna have a movie. Yeah. His story gonna have a movie. Like, his whole life story is crazy. So somebody gonna have to do that Titus World slide though. Oh, they gotta put that in the movie. He gotta put it in the movie. Like, that's probably your biggest career moment right there. Yeah. Basically. Unfortunately, but it is. It's true.
Let's go ahead and talk about NXT real quick. I'm gonna just run through things I peeped on NXT. It was pretty much just a general synopsis of the show, man. Io Shirai came out and said, "Who wants smoke? I want smoke. I had a wet dream about beef." That's what she said. 21 Savage. Shout out to Dakota Kai showing that mean streak. She did something I ain't never seen nobody stump nobody's head under a table before. So that's interesting. We had Zion Quinn, and Robert Stone ballroom dancing to Shawn Michaels theme song. That was interesting. It was interesting. That's all I gotta say. I don't know if it was good or not. It was interesting though. Andre Chase is fucking over. I told niggas.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that teachable moment, that's gonna go crazy. When that shit catch on to everybody, that's gonna go crazy. And Braun Breaker, the GOAT. Solo Sikoa, also the GOAT. Shout out to Vegas. And my champion, my A champion, Carmelo Hayes, talking that shit.
Oh,
cut a mean promo on Twitter last night.
Oh yeah.
That was
Let y'all
nasty.
niggas know. Let y'all know.
Talk to these niggas. Yeah, what you think about NXT this week, man?
It was pretty solid. Like I'm not overly critical of like 2.0 like a lot of people are. I haven't been feeling
I enjoy
the same,
2.0,
but it's like this stuff I enjoy about it. Like you got some solid development with these characters and stuff like that. There's entertaining stories to it and stuff like that. And at least they are doing what they said they want to do, which is focusing on the hold up.
Oh wow.
Sir?
I didn't know this was happening.
What's up?
I ain't know. Ain't nobody knew this was happening.
What's happening?
Yo.
I thought somebody hacked into our meeting. I'm not gonna hold you.
Right. I was like, yo, hold up.
Yo,
Hey, hold up.
back in town today, man. What's
Hey.
happening?
Yo,
Guess who's possessed?
Mr. 24/7 is in the building. We was just talking
What's
about we didn't know
happening?
if he was gonna show up, but let's circle back. Let's circle back to this real quick. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes on the stand, sir. Because last time you were on the show, or maybe the time before that, was the last time they had releases in this damn company called World Wrestling Entertainment, and you predicted some future releases. And on this list, if I recall, was Oni Lorcan,
Yep.
Mia Yim, and Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else that was on that list?
Nobody else, surprisingly. Nobody else yet. So, I mean, I knew it. I felt like Keith wasn't happy. And I know once Keith leave, his wife was leaving too. Orny Lorcan. I think you guys predicted Orny Lorcan and Danny Barrett. I mean, you guys told me to put him on there.
Yeah,
but
I said
besides
that.
Nobody else really. Everybody else there. I have a few people that already asked for like their release, like, you know, I don't know what's going on with Chad Gable. I might take Shelton Benjamin off of there because the Hurt Business is back together. So like
Chad Gable getting TV time too.
Yeah, so I mean, knock them off. What's up, fellas, man? You know, I just got back in town. I've been going for 2 weeks. So many different cities.
My man was in El Segundo. He was at the Lakers facility last week.
Yes, sir.
Met Carmelo.
Yeah, it was crazy. He just walked in, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's up?" He's like, "What's happening?" And shit, that was it.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Like
Love to hear that. Love to hear.
Yeah, I got to meet what's the guy named Cade Cunningham?
Yeah,
I was at the Pistons facility this last week. Yeah, I was there too. So
met that boy Motorcade. Okay.
Yeah, I met Brandon Knight. He's back in the G
Nice.
League, and he's super nice dude.
Okay.
Andre Ingram.
Andre Ingram.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Ingram. Yeah, met him.
You didn't get his autograph like I asked?
Nah, it was during. I didn't meet him till they were like in game mode. So
oh yeah, you can't fuck with him then. Yeah.
Jason Terry, my guy Lance Stevenson. It's always great to see Lance Stevenson. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I know Malik and Lance Stevenson probably on a first name basis at this point.
Probably.
Yeah, he was pretty happy to see me. So I was like, oh shit, he remembered me. Like, all right, dope.
That's fire. That's fire. Welcome Mr. 24/7, back to the
What's
show.
up, man? I haven't been back in like forever, so I was like, I knew I finally got home today, and I was like, I seen the text earlier. I didn't want to say nothing because I was like, if I can't make it, I don't want to be like, oh, guys can't make it. But I was like, as soon as I got the chance, I'm like, let me just pop in on them and see what they doing. So,
Show, man.
what's happening?
Yeah, we was just about to transition into Full Gear.
Full Gear, let's do it.
Yeah, let's talk about. We got Full Gear coming up next weekend. First off, I just want to send prayers up to John Moxley and his recovery. Checked himself into a inpatient, maybe, I don't know. He checked himself into an alcohol dependency program because it ain't been looking good for your boy. If you look at the physical signs, the signs were there. But prayers up to him. Hope he gets better. You got a little girl to look after. You got a wife at home. I just think it's kind of unfortunate, these guys, they leave from the company that held them to a standard and they kind of go off the rails, like the way wrestlers have always gone. So I thought we were transitioning away from that, but I'm glad he got ahead of it before it really spiraled out of control. That's all I can say about that. So shout out to the boy Mox. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to transition to our second peasant of the week this week.
I'm packing the air, this guess what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Mr. Christopher Jericho.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy. Man, out here. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is probably a waste of my time because it's just probably the most nonsensical peasant of the week I could ever give somebody. Big shout out to Kalisto, formerly known as Kalisto, new name, Samurai Del Sol. Had a match on AEW Dynamite this past week, made his debut on Dynamite. Faced off, teamed up with somebody who wasn't really good at all versus FTR for the AAA tag titles. After the match or after the event, tweeted out, I prayed and talked to John, in parentheses, Brody Lee, before my match. Thank you for showing me your home at AEW and giving me the strength and energy I need today, forever in my heart, Hermano. This man, Chris Jericho, simply replies, you spelled his name wrong. Brody Lee's real name, John, was spelled with no H, which is the generic spelling of John. That's the default spelling of John. It's in the Bible. It's probably the most common name in the fucking world. So yeah, somebody's going to spell his name that way. Why are we, being the spelling police here over the name? And then you try to say this man is clout chasing. And then you got Brody's wife chiming in, was I'm not gonna get on her neck because this is around the anniversary of when her husband went into the hospital and she never got to see him again.
I will.
He will. I won't. I'll give him a chance, but I won't. I am reasonable. But she replies,
I'm not.
Hold on. So to Chris Jericho pointing out that he spelled his name wrong, and anybody with a little bit of status in All Elite Wrestling, when they quote tweet you, they sending the hound dogs at you. That's all that's about. Somebody replies to Chris Jericho, I think because English isn't his first language, he probably didn't realize. Now, Kalisto is from Chicago. English is that man's first language, but that's neither here nor there. To that, Brody Lee's wife, Amanda Hubert, spelling that right? Am I saying that right? Am I spelling it right? I don't want them to come at me.
Who cares?
Anyway, she replies, that's not an excuse to spell someone's name wrong if your name dropping. And then she went on, try to insinuate this man is a clout chaser. Clout chasing or not. Clout chasing or not, this man, Kalisto, shared locker rooms with Brody Lee for years. NXT, Raw, SmackDown. They were together for years. So yeah, probably had a relationship with him. You may not know. I have former co-workers who, if they passed away, I would send my thought. I've had co-workers that have passed away. Had a former coworker pass away earlier this year, another one like a couple years ago. And you know what? I wasn't really that close with them at work, but I saw them every day. They were cool people. I talked to them every day. So you know what? I'm going to feel the way I'm going to feel. I'm going to send whatever I got to do. You know what? If Kalisto would have come in there and clout chase, he could clout chase all he want. Because y'all been clout chasing off of Brody Lee's name for the last 10 months. So he can't clout chase. Brody Lee was in his company for about 6-7 months. And they act like this man was there for years, like he was one of the founding fathers of all elite wrestling. It's just Brody Lee all the time. I heard this man's catchphrase every single week, every single show on Dynamite since he passed. It's Wednesday night, you know what that means. And then they get another show on Friday, and they say the same thing on Friday. See, I can call chase this man for 10 months, but somebody who's known him for years can't send his prayers and thoughts, no matter how genuine they may or may not be. Is that what we doing?
See, I'm sending this rant energy. I ain't even got to my last one yet, but I'm just sending it out. Just sending it out.
Is it time?
It is time.
Because I'm done. That's all I had to contribute to this conversation. But I'm gonna give you,
last time.
Sir, the next. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, and we go talk about Full Gear.
I'm upset.
All right. So I'm gonna just send this out to hashtag you niggas, because I blame y'all. Yeah, this situation ain't the one. Both of these two situations. This and Izzy's dad.
You niggas.
Yeah, this and Izzy's dad. They are the symptom of the problem that y'all created. Y'all did this. Let me start with him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because we talked about it. At the end of the day, this dude, number one, is a negligent parent, because you got your daughter out here training with a dude that's a convicted sex offender, and just basically, yeah. I don't want to say this term like that, but you basically prostituting your daughter out there to the business. It's not a good look. It's real petty. But then you gonna go out here. What's the dude's name? I can't remember the dude's name.
Patrick?
No. There we go.
I didn't know he was talking about it. It took me a minute. My bad.
Yeah. But yeah, it's in his school, and then she's training with Tessa and all that other shit. But it's like
Chase and Rants is good friends with AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, by the way.
Anyway. Then you're gonna go out here and you're gonna start trolling Lince about him getting released. You know what I'm saying? But he about that action, like we said, he was ready to pull up on you, you know what I'm saying? Sent you the ticket, the park pass, everything like that. But see, I noticed this too. You sent him the 4 apology, you know what I'm saying, Samsung notes. You know what I'm saying? The statement to him.
That was iNotes.
Right. You sent the statement to him. But I ain't hear you say no apology to MSK, who you had the fans chanting boos and all this other stuff and stuff about what's his name's father who passed away. Yeah. You infected the fans like that, but you don't got no energy for them neither. Okay, that's one. Now let's get to Mrs. Huber, the suffering widow. Okay, let me illuminate this. Number one, I don't have no issue with this woman. I understand she's grieving. She's been through some stuff. I get it. That was your husband. You don't want no one speaking ill on him. But number one, you clearly have an issue with this man. There's no other two pieces about it, because you're not going to tell me that after you said it, after you addressed it the first time, you said, okay, there's no reason to spell his name wrong. Okay, I would have left it alone. But then somebody else commented on it. You took it a step further and started listing off things that Miro did, because he said Brody's name wrong.
You spelled Brody's name wrong.
Yeah, you start listing off the things that Miro did that justifies it, as if to say, oh, he gets a pass to do it, but not Kalisto for some reason. First of all, Kalisto worked in the same locker room as Miro, which coincidentally was the same locker room as Brody, which they were in for several years. He was in AEW, like you said, for a couple months. And again, like you said, if you want to spin out this notion that Kalisto was clout chasing, what has AEW been living off of for a majority of the last year? One might argue, and this might be a little bit, controversial, but I don't give a damn. That's what I'm about. One might argue that they have been growing their popularity off the back of this man's death for the past year. I'm just going to throw that out there. So let's not pretend like someone else who legitimately was a constituent of his, literally was a coworker of his, who knew him about as long or maybe longer than the dude you're trying to defend. Let's not pretend like he's clout chasing because he's showing respect and reaching out to your lost loved one. Let's not sit up and pretend like he's clout chasing for doing that just because you want to get, all uppity about it at the end of the day. If you have an issue with a man, address it, take it off the discourse, stop feeding into that because it's toxic enough. DM him, hit him up on site. Like all this extra stuff that you want to do just to put on the show, you clout chasing at this point. That's bad. That's bad. The company has been just sitting up here, just like you said, drawing off of everything that he did, putting this faction on TV that's not hitting no more, that I'm sick and tired of. It
never hit. It never hit.
Don't direct that.
Ask me and Malik. Did it hit?
It don't.
From the jump, did it hit?
It don't.
Dark Order?
Yes. We was there. Did it hit?
Well, when we first seen him, we treated, who are you?
Yeah.
We treated, who are you?
But it's like, but that's my thing. It's like, don't direct that energy at someone who is trying to do something good. It's like there was nothing wrong about that. It's like, listen, you want to quip about the way you spell the name, whatever. But don't do all that shit. Don't do it. That's petty and that's cowardice. I don't fuck with that. So yeah, I'm not gonna like drag her about it like too far, but listen, you're being petty. It's not cute. And I'm not having mercy about it. Simple as that.
KK Chris Jericho.
You ain't qualified to give motherfucking rules on the fucking game, you fucking bozo!
I'm not even getting Jericho because he does it on purpose. He does that to get a rise out of people. So I expected that from him.
Yeah. But
I'll chime in on the Izzy dad thing real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, honestly, both of them. Yeah, I like I said, I've been trying to keep up with as much as I possibly can with everything. But yeah, now I hear she's training and she's wrestling and all that stuff, and I hear how bad that is for. You hear me?
Yeah.
Am I good?
No, I was saying Reed clocked out.
Yeah, no, I had the hard hat on because it was rant heavy today, so I'm good.
How bad that is for bodies and stuff like that. It's kind of reminding me of like some of the AAU parents I've seen where they have pushed their kids so hard to the point where by the time their kids are able to reach that next level, their bodies are so worn out and beat up that they will never make it to that next level. You know what I mean? Like she's already going to have troubles because of who she was as a child. Like child stars growing into adult stars is not very easy. Not even saying that she's a star. She's just somebody we've seen all these years. And now you in the mix with the wrestlers and bullying the wrestlers and all that shit. Like, come on, bro. Yes.
I have one more point to that because this is actually relative to what we were just talking about with Brody Lee. They're doing the same thing with his child. He's on AEW all the fucking time. And it's like, has he gotten an opportunity to properly grieve in the last year? I would say no.
Nope.
No. I mean,
and that's going to have an effect on him long term.
Coming from a person who's lost his parent at a really early age, suddenly too, it's like, the first few years you probably really don't even, realize, you know what I'm saying? And so I think as the years go on, hopefully they're not forcing him to do stuff, you know what I mean? Hopefully it's like, hey, I want to be on TV today. Can I go? Like, hopefully it's that type of thing. Yeah. But hopefully he gets to grieve. I mean, if he genuinely wants to be out there, then hey, let the kid be out there.
Put a shirt on his ass though.
Yeah, put a shirt on him. But yeah, don't get to beat these kids' bodies up. Let them be kids. Let them enjoy stuff. The thing with the Kalisto shit, like, yeah, they went way overboard with that. Like, if he's honoring your husband. So many wrestlers have honored your husband over the past year. You know what I mean? That shows you how good of a man Brody was because everybody has been talking about him nonstop, even though he wasn't even the as big as he possibly could have been. You know what I'm saying? But everybody loved that man. It shows how stand-up guy he was. And for all this stuff over somebody spelling a name wrong is bullshit, bro. Like, it's really bullshit. It's petty. Man, you didn't even have to say that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Jericho didn't even have to say nothing. Like, that's not in character. That's not, being heel. Like when we met Jericho and he was like, like to everybody, like, yeah, that was understandable because he was a heel at the time. You're not even a heel right now. Like, you don't gotta say this. So you could have hit him up like, yo, bro, you spelled his name wrong because I know the trolls gonna. Twitter gonna let you know anyway. Twitter gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't have to say that shit. So,
or he could have just not said nothing at all and just understood.
Keep it off the discourse. Just keep it off.
Like people ain't gotta see it, man. Like as time has grown, just this year, like there's so many new wrestling platforms out there that blow so many stories out of proportion and like make it bigger than what it really is. And it's getting ridiculous. And like I said, I've literally unfollowed probably every wrestling media outlet that I have besides us. But yeah, I don't, because I'm just tired of seeing it. Everybody have their own bullshit. I'm sorry, I might go on a little rant right here, but everybody got their own bullshit narratives because they're picking sides of these companies and everything. Like I said, we really care about the wrestlers. At the end of the day, as much as the wrestlers might pick a side or say some shit about a company or do some shit, they happy as two companies. You know what I'm saying? They happy as two major companies because once you piss me off, now they have leverage. At the end of the day, now that brings leverage to a wrestler because, hey, cool, piss me off over here, I'm going over here. They piss me off over here, I'm going over here. Like, you have leverage now as a wrestler. At the end of the day, motherfucker, we're trying to move this sport of wrestling. You know who's a huge wrestling fan and a person I've been working with for the past 2 weeks? The head content director of the NBA G League is a huge fan of wrestling. And we
gotta get him on
about
here.
wrestling. Yeah, I've been with Mark for the past 2 weeks and we've talked about wrestling constantly. And he was telling me about the many people he met and the stuff he's done. And you know what I'm saying? And how the way having both companies is pretty good. Like, yeah, New Japan is out there. Yes, Impact is there, but they don't have that. Well, New Japan is up there, but it doesn't have the American audience like WWE or AEW has. Impact is cool. Impact is a thing for wrestling fans where it's just like, oh shit, it's a Thursday. Nigga, oh, Impact, let me go check this out. You know what I'm saying?
GCW climbing up there too.
Yeah, GCW. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Like, like it's really about pushing the sport. And then when you see all these people trying to be quote unquote journalists that are just fucking up the sport and making this shit
you
so
niggas.
terrible. You niggas kill me, bro. Like I hate seeing this. I hate seeing these fabricated ass stories, these blown out of proportion stories. Because at the end of the day, these wrestlers all fuck with each other. They cool. You gotta ride for your company. You ask me what's the best wrestling podcast in the world? It's Young Kings Wrestling. Nobody's gonna fuck with us. Honestly, that's just in my opinion. Your opinion might be something different. I'm just saying we the best. Like you supposed to feel that way. But at the end of the day, it's not me personally. I don't want no tearing down shit. Honestly, I hope somebody come with a third company and make it a major company so we can have 3 of these motherfuckers we can see. And even more stuff and more leverage for these guys to go and do things. Because at the end of the day, I hate when SmackDown has to get pushed over because they have baseball on in the World Series. And I get it, it's big. But nigga, I want wrestling to be as big as the rest of these shits where it's like, nigga, we ain't pushing this over to watch you niggas hit a fucking baseball. You know what I'm saying?
World Series was born this year too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to see that shit. And the more the wrestling community fight against each other, the more we gonna be continue to look like as old ass weirdos who watch men roll around in their underwear.
Facts. He said it.
That was my second rant.
Damn,
them damn journalists.
Yeah.
Oh, you niggas are terrible. Like, no wonder y'all don't get accepted into the regular world. Trust me, they talk about y'all. I've heard of you. I'm not gonna say no names, but I heard of you. It's a reason why you haven't been accepted, nigga. Go ahead. My bad.
Observe that. Full Gear is this Saturday, November 13th in Minneapolis. Now, the last notable wrestling event that took place on November 13th in Minneapolis was a Raw and SmackDown Super Show in 2005. And that was a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. It was the day Eddie Guerrero died. So I know how AEW rocks. Please keep the Eddie Guerrero references to a minimum.
Yeah.
Please.
You know they won't.
They won't, but please.
His widow's in there with them, so you know they won't.
But please, though. just stop. I don't want motherfuckers in every match doing a frog splash and doing the Three Amigos. Just not do it. Let Santana and Ortiz.
You know what I mean? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Let them do the tribute, and then like, because that's it don't make it special. I mean, all right, I'm not gonna police who can do a tribute, but just like chill. Y'all gotta go overboard. And remember what they did with Shad Gaspard, and they put the damn RIP Shad Gaspard over a fucking beach.
Yeah.
Like don't take no motherfucking still image of a bathroom and put RIP Eddie Guerrero. Don't do that shit. Like, please don't do nothing like that. Anyway, let's get into these predictions real quick. First on my docket, Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express taking on the Super Click, Adam Cole and the Young Bucks in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Who y'all got?
Oh,
gotta be Adam Cole and his bitches.
Yeah,
because that's what they are. Nobody cares about anyone else in the elite but Adam Cole. I'm about sick of that narrative, but yeah, I'm sorry. I like Jurassic Express. I warmed up a lot to them since I first started watching. But yeah, this is the Adam Cole show. Adam Cole and his bitches.
What about you, Mr. 24?
What's the match?
Christian Cage, Jurassic Express versus the Elite Super Click, whatever they go by.
Since I'm on here, I don't know when like the next time we'll be on here. Hopefully next week. Might not have nothing to do next week, so hopefully. Anyway, yeah, I'm tired of this fucking click shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know me, I'm a Young Bucks guy. I've been a Young Bucks guy for maybe 7-8 years now. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them. I fuck with the whole Bullet Club. You know, that's my shit. But once again, I've been saying this for how long has the company been around now? Almost 2 years?
3 years in January. Yep.
I've been saying this for 3 years now. You guys don't have to be together. Break the fuck up. Like I'm sorry. Like once again, you guys know I love these guys, but I'm so tired of these niggas being together. It's like ridiculous.
Who winning though?
Spread the fuck out. Adam Cole. Yeah.
Adam Cole. Yeah, I got them winning too.
But Jungle Boy don't even need to be in this match. Like you could have him in something else, man. Like, but
indeed,
what is going on? Like he don't need to be in this. Like I understand Luchasaurus, he's getting lost in the shuffle. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? Christian, you Christian, cool. Nigga, let Jungle Boy do some other shit, man.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
I would rather see the Jungle Boy versus Adam Cole match than if that's the case.
Those are fire.
That I mean, they wrestled like about a month or two ago, and it was good. So
they could have built something up for them to have another match. But like I'm tired of seeing this super.
Yeah, but for some reason they don't like doing rematches because they got to take it to the fucking extreme because WWE like to do rematches a lot. So they got to just go in a whole other direction and not do them at all, which makes no sense. So anyway, I'm taking up too much time. Next match, CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. And anybody catch that promo on Rampage?
Man.
Yeah, I seen the YouTube.
I gotta rewatch it. I caught the tail end of it.
I did not watch it yet, but and if I'm wrong, somebody can let me know on Twitter, but I'll probably already watch it by that time. I feel like from what I'm gathering, CM Punk got interrupted by Eddie Kingston like a week ago, and for some reason this nigga just took that personal like he was Michael Jordan.
What happened was because I seen the show. CM Punk, after Eddie Kingston lost to Bryan Danielson, CM Punk was doing the backstage. You hear Eddie Kingston coming in, blah blah blah. They get into it, yada yada yada. Then last week they were talking like, which is fucking corny. CM Punk wanted an apology, and it was like, nigga, what? Like, no, this is Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. Like, let them come out here and fucking shoot on each other. Like, what are we doing? No apology, nigga. Let's get down. You supposed to fight.
Yeah. Did Eddie Kingston, John Moxley fought at Full Gear last year, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
And
match.
Yeah, the whole basis of that feud was this man was like a sellout and he was mad. So pretty much Eddie Kingston just mad at somebody at this pay-per-view again for just the most obnoxious reason.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, who y'all got winning this?
CM Punk.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston never wins anything. So
Yeah.
this man literally wins nothing, but he gets in all these championship tournaments all the time.
Yeah, the way I when it first kicked off, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they might swerve us a little bit, but nah, I don't trust Kingston in crunch time, so I gotta go with Punk.
No, honestly, I want to see Kingston like battling for the TNT title. I like Kingston.
Might as well.
But I want to see him in that picture. Yeah, this thing was CM Punk now. Sorry.
It's really, it was forced because everybody talked about they want to see a promo battle between the two, so they had to force a promo battle and force them into a match to make it make sense. So that's what you do when you book on cocaine. Yeah, when you book on cocaine, everything is just
man
taking the wrong kind of
bumps. It was like 1 week, and they have a match at Full Gear like that.
Right. But yeah, we all got Punk. Next match, Darby Allin versus MJF. I don't give a fuck. MJF better win this match though, because just like Eddie Kingston, MJF don't ever win shit that matters. Give him the win. He needs it more than Darby Allin does. Darby Allin will be fine with the loss.
Yeah, exact same thought.
I don't watch Darby Allin matches.
I don't give a fuck about Darby Allin, period.
Same.
But I do care about the fact that MJF is supposed to be, I said this for months, he's supposed to be the guy, the top heel in your company. That's what the pet project is here. And he has not been booked that way outside of his promos. He like outside of his promos, because we know he does that. You haven't properly booked him that way with matches. That needs to change. And if he loses Darby Allin, I lost all hope. So yeah.
And that's why I fucking hate these bookers. Because it's like every company, well, not every company. I've seen stuff in WWE too where the guys they're so good with little to nothing that it's like, wait, why aren't we pushing him? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
At anything, I feel like MJF should be the TNT champion right now. Even though I love Sammy Guevara, MJF should be holding that title, giving it relevance until he gets a chance for the world championship. Like, yeah, I love Darby Allin, but I'm tired of you. I'm tired of Sting.
Yeah,
like, I'm tired of all that shit.
We all on board for MJF is what we saying.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Next up, for the AEW Tag Team Championships, we running this one back from a few weeks ago. Lucha Brothers versus FTR. I'm calling it. This is my match of the night right here. Off rip.
Yes, sir.
Give me Lucha Bros retaining.
Yep.
Yes,
sir. It'll be a good match, though. It's going to be an amazing match.
This is my match of the night, off rip. So anybody else can step up and challenge that. Be my guest. Next up, this is going to be my break match right here. Inner Circle versus the Man of the Year and American Top Team, Junior Dos Santos, Andre Arlovsky, and Dan Lambert in a Minneapolis street fight. Just for the sake of the segment, who we got winning? Inner Circle?
I guess. Man.
Yeah. All right, next.
I just
no, next. No, next. We're moving on. Next. Bryan Danielson versus Miro at a eliminator tournament final. Winner gets a shot at the AEW World Champion. I want Miro to win, but my heart says Bryan Danielson.
I honestly have no idea who would win that. Like, yeah, it's good for Bryan Danielson to win because he looks weak. But you know, I don't know. I don't care. This is gonna be a good match. This is one of those matches where I just don't care. I just want to see it. Whoever wins is cool with me.
I'm going with Miro, mainly because of what needs to happen, what better happen in the main event. So I'm rocking with Miro off that alone.
But
no,
I'll get there.
It better happen.
I'll get there in a second. Next up for the AEW Women's Championship, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Tay Conti. the doctor retaining, there's really no sense in her. I know she's not gonna win. She's not gonna lose the championship for a while, because why else would they make another women's championship?
Why else would they have another women's championship?
There's no other reason. And if she's gonna hold it for a very long time, and she's not gonna lose. So instead of having the Deonna Purrazzo effect and her just mowing through the entire division and making the whole division look weak, they just made another championship to focus on, which is kind of smart.
I mean, it
makes no sense, but it's smart.
I should be more excited about this match. Like, but the fact is, you had to take Conti off doing a bunch of bullshit with the Dark Order that didn't make no sense, and then you just spun the block and just threw her in this title match. Like,
tell you booking on cocaine.
Like take Conti is another one that was supposed to be, you know, in that mix, and y'all haven't been capitalizing on it. So now it's like this is, and it's probably gonna be a good ass match too. But it's like I don't have that investment that I should have in it. And I know Britt's gonna win. Like I'm not even gonna question that, because the only person that's gonna take the belt off her, we done said it already, it's gonna be Thunder Rosa when the time comes.
Hopefully, if they smart. Yeah, we all on the dock. And in the main event, Kenny Omega defends AEW World Championship against Hangman Page. This match should have took place 2 months ago. I'm not going to fault them for that. Maybe they shouldn't have started building up to it 2 months ago. But that's what happens when you book on cocaine. But who we got winning?
Needs to be Hangman.
Thank you.
Needs to be Hangman.
He's on fucking fire.
And I'm getting scared too, because of the booking towards it seemed a little lukewarm for how long this rivalry really been going on. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if Hangman loses, I'm writing. Y'all don't have to. I'll do it for everybody. If Hangman don't win, I'm writing. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna start this episode off on ranting, and I'm gonna end it ranting. That's just how it's gonna go.
It's gonna be some good Bash at the Beach 2000 energy that I feel is gonna come out of this show with this match. And it's gonna be interesting to see it play out on Twitter, is all I'm gonna say. But
listen, it's gonna be some motherfucking furniture moving energy if I don't see what I want to see that evening. That's all.
What I would really like seeing is I wish they had like they thought about, instead of Miro, have MJF replace Moxley in the tournament, have MJF win the tournament, have MJF challenge Hangman at the end of this show and beat him for the championship. I know they just did something similar at Impact's last pay-per-view, but why not? That's how I would have did it. But
not bad.
I'm gonna go with my gut feeling, and if I was putting money on the line, I would choose Kenny Omega. I'm gonna choose Kenny Omega.
No.
Right now, I'm thinking. I feel like
Bryan Danielson winning his match. Kenny Omega's gonna win his match.
Yes, I forgot. They going to rematch this. Fuck.
Stop.
Don't say that, TC. Shut up.
Yeah, listen. I'm saying, man, you putting bad energy out here.
Yeah.
I keep telling y'all this. You think I'm joking? This nigga just likes to see me angry, so he puts this bad energy out here. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that I come out here the next time out and I'm angry. Like he just wants.
I like to see you angry.
Clearly. Oh.
Man. That's Full Gear. And I'm just gonna move on. Our latest edition of Court Jesting. I'm gonna just read off some tweets I found interesting, funny. Nothing egregious this week. I already read off the egregious tweets, but it's slightly egregious. It's kind of like, what the fuck you talking about? Matt Cardona. First off, I'm a honorably put Matt Cardona on the throne for this tweet alone. Matt Cardona, our internet champion, says at ringside news _ is the absolute shits. We was just talking about them niggas. So a bunch of fat or really skinny Mark virgins who post nothing but BS. To that, somebody replied, although I agree with you, People should stop calling fans marks. It's a derogatory term referring to fans during the carnival days. He really just piggybacked off of an Alka-Seltzer tweet from like 5 years ago, but that's neither here nor there. What really got me with this tweet is Matt Cardona's response is simply, "You're a Mark II." Shout out to Matt Cardona, y'all. Also, I got Nyla Rose on here as well, because Nyla Rose sent out a tweet. It is simply said, "Hey, y'all think spiders fart?"
What?
It was so goofy to me that I had to put it on here. It's like, that's the most random question.
Yeah, but that's the most random thought, though.
Yeah.
What the hell type of drugs are y'all
Yeah,
taking?
I'm looking
exclusively white.
I'm looking at the timestamp here. It says 9:49 p.m. my time, which would be like after midnight, about 12:45 her time. I definitely know there was some libations involved prior to her sending that out. So
yeah, y'all taking some real interesting, substances over at Almost Exclusively White Incorporated.
And big shout out to Ron Hunt from Shane Taylor Promotions. He says, he replies, because he felt seen, apparently. He said, "I've heard them. One did it on my ear when I was sleeping, woke me up out of my drink." Probably would have left that in the draft, sir. You just revealing the spiders farting in your face.
Representation those sports of wrestling gets.
Yeah, so farting spiders.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. We always gonna be getting pushed back. It's always gonna be a Saturday night show, FS1, and all that shit. This is the representation we have to the rest of the world. We're fucking doomed.
Like,
I'm sorry.
Damn, man.
Fuck.
Apparently they do. So
Oh.
Monday Night Raw. Let's get on with this quick. I'm gonna just run through a few things I enjoyed about Monday Night Raw. First off, we was just talking about you niggas. Did y'all have the stopwatches out for Becky and Bianca? Did you?
I didn't.
Because that's for sure about 30 minutes long.
Yeah, of course.
It was good too.
I just made sure I took note of it. That's all. Because that was a point I made a while back. That monopoly.
Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm kind of coming around on Austin Theory a little bit, man. Investigation still pending, but it's still pending because I have not put any effort into doing it yet. It's been months.
I was just laughing at the irony of that statement. Investigation still pending.
Right?
My investigation is still pending.
Oh, I know. My bad.
But I'm intrigued by the character though. It's like a mix of little Randy Orton, a little Tyler Breeze, a little somebody else. I can't put my finger on it. It's a good mix, and I take a look at Austin Theory, and you know what? I think we might, we all might have to accept he's gonna be a big part of WWE television in the next few years.
He's doing the goofy version of the Legend Killer game.
Yeah, pretty much. It's fun. It's interesting. Damian Priest and T-Bar put on a motherfucking spectacle out there.
Big meaty man slapping me.
Yeah, it was going crazy. It was going crazy. Run it back again. This would be the third time on Raw.
I thought this was Priest turning heel, but I guess we're not doing that.
No, he's just schizophrenic. That's all that is.
Can we just give Dijak his name back and just get back
I don't know why he's still T-Bar at this point.
Yeah, because none of y'all are still together no more. So this doesn't make any sense. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. And also, don't fucking trust Kevin Owens. Big E know better. Big E remembers what happened in Lincoln when he wasn't there. That was in Lincoln, Nebraska. I remember. It was I remember it to this day. It was 2 years ago, but it was to this day. Big E wasn't there. He was hurt. This man took Big E's place in the New Day for one night and then turned on his boys. He ain't forget. He laid his ass out. He had to let him know.
I'm just saying, if y'all gonna pull that trigger, please do it. because this whole face Kevin Owens has never done it for me, and especially ain't doing it for me now.
Especially he's been a face for like 2 years now. Like,
yeah, it's not working, and that man just look miserable every time he come out. So please get some life back in my guy, and pull that trigger.
Give him a microphone, no script, heel, let him go.
And he on your list too?
Yeah, he's on my list. Honestly, my little theory right now is like, it kind of reminds me of Braun Strowman. Like, he won the world championship before they released him and everything like that. Yeah, like I've noticed that for a few guys where it's like they put him back in the mix and then boom, they gone. So I feel like this is his last little push. Depending if he wants to leave, it's really up to him at this point. So yeah, I mean, I don't care where he goes. I just love Kevin Owens, man. He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Y'all heard it here first.
What do we think about Raw?
It's better.
It's never as bad as people like to pretend it is.
Yeah, it's like, I think the draft helped because a lot of the talent that was really thriving on SmackDown is on Raw now. So I guess maybe they're kind of taking what they see and trying to implement.
Literally, the whole Survivor Series team was just on SmackDown.
Exactly. So it's like that's gonna help. As far as I'm concerned right now, the show that has Roman Reigns and the Bloodline is the best show. So
yes, that's
not gonna change. But Raw is it's not unwatchable like it was a couple months ago. I'll say that.
Yeah, and now that she's go ahead.
With me, it's really hit or miss. Like sometimes the show be like, damn, this is amazing. Then sometimes it's just like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking edit some videos and play my video game and just have it as background noise. You know what I mean? Like it's really, really hit or miss. But go ahead, TC. I got something to add about Roman Reigns after you finish.
He brought up Roman Reigns. I'm just going to transition it into Roman Reigns. As per my notes, Roman Reigns is back and SmackDown was interesting again. How about that? We had Jiminy Uso losing to King Xavier. We don't do King Woods around here. It's King Xavier. But apparently, and I had to break it out of retirement. Apparently, he is nobody's bitch. Again, he said, I ain't bowing to the knee of this king. He said, fuck that. And yeah, Big E versus Roman at Survivor Series is personal as fuck now. And it should be good. Like you don't do that to my friends, bro.
That's about the only program that they're gonna have built for Survivor Series that's worth caring about at this point.
And Roman really the only thing on the show worth caring about, like I said. So
exactly.
Yeah. Also, I would like to say this is probably a hot take, but Sonya Deville is the best heel in wrestling right now. Nobody's doing it like her right now. Like right now. We talking heels? No, don't look at me like that. Because we just talked about Roman, sure. But we love Roman. Everybody love Roman. The crowds love Roman. But Sonya come out there and it's appropriate heat. Nobody's getting heat like her. Therefore, she's the best heel in wrestling. That's how that works.
It's Karen.
Oh, Karen Deville.
What is there to have heat about Karen? Let me just ask you this.
Karen's get niggas killed. That's dangerous.
But is there anything that she's doing right now that is shocking to you? Like when she first came in, did you really think that what she's doing now would be so far off from where she was? Because it ain't shocking to me. It's really not.
It's not shocking to me simply because she is a white woman in authority, and that is what they do. But that still doesn't negate my point.
Like, perfect example. When she turned heel on Mandy, the undertones was there. The foundation was there for this. So I saw it. So none of this is shocking to me. So off of that basis, I can't give her best heel in wrestling. I can't do it.
I can. Yeah. I don't know why this says Andrade. In my notes, I was thinking of Andrade. And now I have no idea who I was talking about in my notes, but I feel like somebody. No, we're talking about SmackDown. This is about my SmackDown notes. But somebody is getting some respect, I feel like, and I don't remember who it was. I'm trying to remember. My brain is being rattled. I feel like somebody is finally getting some respect, but I can't remember because for some reason I wrote Andrade in my notes. So give me a moment and I will I will carry on. Cesaro keeps himself a tag team partner at all times. Like at all times. He always has a partner on deck. Ricochet was popping his shit off, and I was like, okay, Rico. And we getting Rico versus Ali on primetime television. So I can't be mad at that. Like, that's gonna happen.
They're gonna steal the show.
They are gonna steal the show. And that's
I'm glad they didn't continue going down the road I thought they were going last week when he was, cutting that promo talking about y'all hate me because my name is Mustafa Ali. You know that gave me the vibe of what's his name? Yeah, there we go. I got real scared that they was going down that road. It don't look like we going there, so let's keep it there and let's not ever even attempt to go down that road ever again, because it's just not gonna work, especially not in 2021. Like it's worse, so much worse now than it would have been. It was in 05. Learn from your mistakes is all I'm saying. Somebody got to, because they got a bad habit of not. He's too good. He's too good a character to waste on shit like that too.
No, he's really good. And I'm still trying to look and see what the hell I was talking about when I typed my notes. So still bear with me. Keep the conversation going.
He said somebody got respect. I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think too.
Because Andrade had the match with Cody this week. So,
and that was fun.
Like,
that was good.
That's what that it was. And thank God he lost too. Because I wasn't gonna be happy. That was gonna be a whole nother rant if Andrade lost to Cody. I'm not gonna hold you. I know it was rain heavy, but that would have had at least a minute and a half worth, because
can I see Andrade and Pac a million more times?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I just love that match.
That second one was
fucking
slapping.
gold. Yeah. I mean, I love Vince. Love everybody.
And he don't get enough matches.
While he's still looking up his notes, I had another thing.
I don't know who it was. I have no idea who I was talking about. I can't even find it now. So yeah. Somebody getting respect though. Whoever it is. That's all I have in my notes today, man.
Somebody.
That's our show.
Anyway. Yeah, that's a show. My show. Our show. Love show. Yeah, the third promotion. You know who I want to make a third promotion, and I know it might not ever happen. I feel like y'all think I know where I'm going with this. Hunter.
Ooh.
I think he could be the only person to make a third show that can be up there. Even though, like, yes, his best business interest, like, never leave, because that's your wife's company, like, you know what I'm saying? Your family shit. But, nigga, with all these releases and the years that me personally, I feel like the wrestlers that have came in there the past 10 years might have been some of the best wrestlers, period, like wrestlers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That they've had in a long time. And so many of them has came and gone, and some that are still there, not been used properly. All that shit he built. So my personal opinion, nigga, you and your boys, you know, the Sean, you know what I'm saying? You and Sean rocking. You, Sean, Road Dogg, whoever, take Billy Gunn and, you know what I'm saying, get him out of AEW. You know what I mean? I know he might like it, but get his ass out. And y'all go start y'all company, nigga. DX, like y'all the reason why most of this shit happened in wrestling. Let's keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? So I think that could be the third.
There's reason for a lot of bad stuff in wrestling. So I ain't gonna hold.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff, but shit, they gave us a lot of good moments too. And Dante Martin is probably one of my favorite wrestlers at this time. I don't know what they need to do with him, but keep this nigga on TV.
That please special.
He nice.
This nigga on TV. Don't let him slip out the cracks, please.
Like, and you know what? If I know you're hesitant to push black people out there, you can push him. He light enough for it.
Yeah.
Like you can push him and be respectable.
Well, Leo, they got Leo Rush too. Like, man, use these guys to.
Yeah,
you know what they really need?
They got him too.
My personal opinion, what they really need is like an X division, something like that. No, I think I've said it.
The whole roster is an X division,
but they need that, like a real move. Like this nigga Dante Martin, does some shit that is just amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't want to see Pac or somebody in that because yes, Pac has already went through that phase with the cruiserweights and all that shit. That nigga is a main eventer type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the guys like him that are up on the up and coming, put them in that shit, bro. Give them a little title because they're gonna steal the show every night. You know what I'm saying? Just like the X Division definitely.
Should have did that instead of another women's championship, but
exactly.
The host title.
Yeah, the host title. Yeah.
That's what y'all calling it, the host title.
No, that's literally what the logo looked like. The TBS logo looks like the word host.
Yeah, it does. I didn't see it at first. It was an angle I had to look at it. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Because they've had that logo for a long time now. And I watch Family Guy and shit here and there on TBS, never paid attention to it until somebody pointed it out. Damn, so yeah, the host championship.
I just looked at it. It doesn't look like it's host.
Yeah. Young Kings Wrestling Podcast. I'm TC Fontaine, Mr. Ravishing Reek Rude, Mr. 24/7, Malik Ricks.
Yes, sir.
Somebody plug their socials.
Do you read?
Go ahead, bro. Oh, okay. I was gonna say go ahead because we ain't gonna see you for a while.
Right.
Y'all can find me at Recap24 on Instagram or Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour where I'm talking sports, TV, movies, etc. on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling. And also you can find the video versions on YouTube. Got a bunch of content up. Did some movie reviews, Halloween, Candyman, did a little sports. I'm gonna do another one because we got a lot to talk about. My guy Malik is going through it right now with his Vegas team. We gotta talk about it.
Yo, I wanted to text you too. I meant to text you. Like, this shit keeps getting worse and worse, bro.
Oh man, bro. It's getting
they should
crazy.
Just cancel we should just cancel our season. Like, at this point, cancel that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
It's getting wild.
Cancel that shit, bro.
It took 2 years, man. I thought it was gonna be longer than that.
We can talk about that off air. Anyway, Malik.lv on Instagram, Malik SYP on Twitter. I'm really not on Twitter, but Instagram. Follow Ball Dogs. Follow Year of the Dogs. I have my own version now. I have another company that I'm running right now that they gave me. So follow Year of the Dogs. And follow the NBA G League. They have showed me a lot of love. The reason why I've been gone for 2 weeks or even longer has been because I'm working with them niggas. So love them. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all.
I've been saying this the past like 5 years. I'm trying to get that media credential at the summer league. I'm tired of working my regular job at the summer league. So I need that credential. So I might have to start getting back on my NBA.
Yeah, I'm starting to know a few people. So let's see how this works out.
Yeah, man. Follow your boy on Instagram. On the Instagram, I don't post on tc.fontaine, but I got a new Instagram I do post on though. Yeah. Following the Youth Photography, FOY Photo 702. I might change the name, the @ name at some point. I just couldn't figure one out because the ones I wanted were taken. Unfortunately.
Man.
You know how that works. So you got to figure something else out. I just feel like right now it's a little wordy, but I'll figure it out. But right now, FOY Photo 702. Follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling, except on Instagram. They some hoes, and we don't got our old page no more. And we had to get a new page, and we couldn't use the same @ name. So we had to put an underscore at the end of it. YK Wrestling _ on Instagram. Might have some photos coming there tomorrow, depending on how this editing job goes this evening for me.
Man, I gotta get back up to Versus.
Got shows next 2 weekends, yo.
Next 2 weekends?
Next Sunday and Saturday after
that. Okay. That might work. Shout out to Versus, man.
I reminded myself of something I need to do that I was supposed to do last week, and I ain't do it. So I'm actually going to do that right now. Tell y'all when we get off here. But that's been us, man. And I just want to close out with some words of encouragement. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. Put in the hours and take was ours. Dwayne Johnson. We out
Go
of here.
Buckeye. Go Buckeyes.
I don't know about all that. No.